Right then, this is the second quest of the Khazad Dum Box. This is the 7th level. This one's only meant to be difficulty 3, so in theory this one's easy peasy. The enemy encounter deck is absolutely tiny though, and there are horrible things in there. Right, got my starting hand. Gladrum's Greetings. Dwarven Tomb. Unexpected Courage. West Road Traveller. And Valiant Sacrifice. I'm sure that you've noticed that there are a lot of spirit cards in there, which instinctively makes me not want to keep it. However, Gladrum's Greetings is amazing, Unexpected Courage is superb. I mean, I could try and just make sure that Theodred gives his resource to Eowyn to try and boost it along. Oh, it's tough. I'm going to mulligan. I could just see drawing... I mean, Valiant Sacrifice isn't going to be able to be used on the West Road Travellers, because they're not going to be doing any defending. And I could just see being trapped on a lot of spirit cards for a long time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure my next card was probably going to be Celebrian Stone, and it wouldn't have been a problem at all. But, I don't know, that doesn't seem like the... doesn't seem like a very balanced starting hand. And it's so much pressure on poor little Eowyn. And not being able to have an ally to play on the first turn. I mean, in this deck there are some horrible troll cards. I mean, who knew that trolls were horrible? I mean, they've been so cuddly on all the previous quests. Right, and 6 cards. Let's see. Stuck with it this time. Oh, the Gladrum are really determined to greet me. A Test of Will, superb. Ever Vigilant. A Light in the Dark. And the Longbeard Orc Slayer. This could be a tough one. I tell you, if I get Gandalf though, ooh, he's going to be having 3. He's going to be doing all 3 things on his turn. And a Light on the Dark could get me out of some trouble with... the troll if needs be. Great. Okay, first turn. Oh, yes, the whole quest thing. Right, so the 7th level, first stage, search for the chamber. You are investigating the 7th level of Moria, searching for the Chamber of Records and any sign of Balin's colony. In the heavy twilight of a hall, a bulky tome even, is discovered in the grip of the dwarf skeleton. You carefully take possession of the book. Perhaps it will give you some answers. Search the encounter depth of the book of I'm going to get this right. Mazabul, and have the first player attach it to a hero of their choice. Shuffle the encounter deck. We'll have a look at that in a second. That's 15 progress. The dwarven runes on the book appear to hold a detailed record of the fledgling colony, but there is some elvish script at the end which seems out of place. When revealed, reveal 1 encounter card per player and add it to the staging area. I should attach the book first, so let's have a look at the book. Unique item, artifact, restricted, action. Exhaust a hero to claim this objective. Then attach book of Mazarbul to that hero. If detached, return the book of Mazarbul to the staging area. Attached hero cannot attack and does not exhaust to commit to a quest. This is a real shame, because in a group with heroes like a Beravor or a Denethor, or someone who's got an action that they can do that isn't dependent on them going on the quest, or someone like Gimli, you can really get the most out of this. But as it stands, I'm not going to pass up Aragorn as an attacker. Theodred not exhausting to quest is okay, but he's not really going to do much else with his 2 attack that he can't use if he's got the book. Likewise, Eowyn's certainly not going to be defending. So really, the best bet, unfortunately, is Theodred. Because while he's no defender, and he's actually quite a good attacker, no, because maybe there'll be a turn where I don't send Theodred. I'll just put it on Eowyn, and unfortunately, if the Necromancer's Reach was out and about, she'd be well protected, but that card's gone now in this cycle. So, reveal 1 card per play. It's a Goblin Swordsman, 1 threat, 3 attack, 1 defense, 2 wounds. Goblin Swordsman gets +2 attack if its attack is undefended, which makes it a 5 attack undefended monster. That kills any hero in the party. So hopefully won't be letting through that one undefended. But unless we get a good draw on the hero, on the cards, nope. Unfortunately, someone's going to be taking that hit. Unfortunately, Aragorn. I don't know who that's going to be. So, turn 1, I can't afford any of the cards in my hand, apart from a Vigilant, and that's not going to do very much. So not playing anything. Right, questing. Now it's tempting not to send Theodred in order to hit back at that Goblin Swordsman, but if I do that, it's going to really slow down my resource gathering. And if I get 4 resources, I can get the Longbeard Orc Slayer out and then kill that Goblin Swordsman next turn. So I'm going to send everyone. Eowyn doesn't exhaust. Theodred gives his resource to Aragorn. Aragorn readies. Thank God, because another enemy and it was going to get messy. Goblin Tunnels. An underground location that's dark. While Goblin Tunnels is in the staging area, it's forced after a Goblin is revealed from the encounter deck. Remove the progress token from the quest card. Nasty. Right, that's 3. So that's Theodred and Aragorn. So the gravy is 4 from Eowyn. Definitely not discarding a card to boost this. Right. Now, I suppose Eowyn could defend, but if they got a shadow card that dealt any extra damage, she'd be dead. So, Goblin Swordsman on Aragorn. And we will travel to the Goblin Tunnels, I think. Goblin Swordsman on Aragorn. Nope. It was going to be Hidden Threat. When revealed, each player must raise his threat by 1 for each enemy in the staging area. Then the last player discards an attachment he controls. Ooh, that's how the book ends up in the middle. Glad we got around that one. 1 wound to Aragorn. Unfortunately, Eowyn can't hit it back. Even if she couldn't hurt it. But right then, everyone readies. Aragorn not looking too pleased that he's been wounded by a goblin. Round 2. Resources for all. Draw a card. Guard of the Citadel. Ooh. Now, that's interesting. If I play Guard of the Citadel, he could take the chop from the swordsman and Aragorn could kill it in 1 blow. Still have a few resources left over. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be the right play. Guard of the Citadel. And we'll save up. Right, questing. Theodred's going. Again, the resource needs to go to Aragorn. Aragorn spends to ready. Draw a card. Oh, Watchful Eyes. I think we're going to use this. I know there's lots of Watchful Eyes in there, but I'm going to spend one of Eowyn's resources, play a Test of Will, and cancel Watchful Eyes, because without unexpected courage to mitigate it... Oh, actually, no, if I put it on Eowyn, she isn't going to be exhausted. I mean, I'll lose the book later on, and then that will be a bit of a problem. But... It could be a while till that. Yeah, we'll take Watchful Eyes and we'll put it on Eowyn. Right then, so that's no threat. That's 2, 4. That's 2, 6, 7 progress. That finishes Goblin Tunnels. Okay, attack phase. Goblin Swordsman on the Guard of the Citadel. Oh, the Cave Troll. What a wonderful card to have as a shadow card. 4 threat, 6 attack, 4 defense, 7 hit points, 33 engagement. For each excess point of combat damage dealt by the Cave Troll, you must damage another character you control. Jeez, so instead of the threat of the Hill Troll, the Cave Troll just carries on with his damage, and with 6 attack. Oh, gosh, very, very lucky there. Well, you're not lucky if you regard the Citadel, but everyone else is lucky. Aragorn hits back, 3 attack, kills the Goblin Swordsman. That was very, very, very lucky there. Right, thread up by 1. Round marker to 3, draw a card. Another Dunedain Watcher. 3 resources. Hang on. Eowyn actually didn't spend the resource in the end, did she? So she's got 3 resources. Right, I've got enough to play the Longbeard Orc Slayer, but I only want to save him for his effect when he arrives. So we'll play the Dunedain Watcher instead. Okay. Right then, questing. Theodred, Eowyn, Aragorn. Theodred gives Aragorn a resource. He readies. Underground Bones. When revealed, each player must deal X damage to one ally he controls. X is the number of allies he controls. Ha! Well, that could be devastating if you're established, but only control one ally, which means the Dunedain Watcher takes 1 wound. What a DOS of a treachery. That's 7. Undefended progress. So that's going to take 7 and 4 is 11. So I'm only 4 off finishing this one. Which is pretty good going. Although, of course, those watchful eyes are going to be much more dangerous in the next area once we have to drop the book. So, again, that's the end of the round. Throw it up by 1. We're reaching those cave troll levels. Draw a card. West Road Traveller. That'll help mitigate the fact that Eowyn's about to lose some of their effectiveness, arguably. Again, we have enough for the Longbeard... No, we don't have enough for the Longbeard Orc Slayer. So let's play another Dunedain Watcher. And a West Road Traveller. Still got enough resources for a test of will if things get hairy. Right then, questing Theodred, Eowyn, Aragorn. Give the resource to Aragorn. Aragorn readies. And the West Road Traveller. See, she doesn't really need to go. But no, I am sending her. Goblin Tunnels again. Ugh. Right, so 2 is the West Road Traveller. So that's 7 over. We've more than finished that. Oh, a whole lot of flavour text. Stage 2, the fate of Balin. You have discovered that this camera can't focus. You have discovered the chamber. Before you lies the resting place of Balin, last Lord of Moria. The final portion of the book tells the grim tale. Balin was slain in the dim Reel Dale, and the dwarves were then trapped in the mines. It seems as if there are no survivors. You stand silently by his tomb, but cannot tarry. Orc war cries and horns sound close. You lead the cumbersome book as a testament to the dwarves' valour, and prepare to fight your way out, lest Balin's fate become your own. You know, I wish Aragorn had mentioned this to the Fellowship when they were heading into Moria. 17 progress. When revealed, remove the book of Mazarbul from the game. Forced. At the end of each staging step, reveal the top X cards of the encounter deck, adding all enemies to the staging area. Discard the other of the old cards without resolving them. X is the number of players. If the players defeat this stage, they win the game. Well, that is going to be horrible with the Goblin Tunnels. So, at the end of the staging step, let's check exact. So, staging is after you've committed characters and after you've revealed 1 card per player. So, basically, there's going to be 2 cards, the second of which, if it's an enemy, is added. If it's not, it's going to get discarded. Oh, dear. I mean, really don't... Oh, so the book's gone. Which suddenly means now Eowyn is a massive liability. Ah, damn you, Eowyn. I should have just spent the resource there. That was probably foolish. See, if I leave the Goblin Tunnels there, that is going to mean every time a Goblin comes out the deck, we're going to remove the progress. But it's 7 to get through. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not going. Can't... Seven's going to be too steep a price to pay. I can't believe that it's going to remove 7 progress in total. So we go on to round 5. See what we really need now. Not that I could afford him. Would be Faramir, because he would he'd have the ability to boost this whole party. Oh, good lord! More greetings from the Galadrim. Right. Okay, I'm actually going to play one of these Galadrim's greetings because I feel like my deck's trying to tell me something. And I can just lower my threat by 6. That also gets me well out of the troll range, which is nice. Now, if Eowyn goes, we're going to be adding another card to the thing. I cannot afford to do that. Right. Questing. We're going to send Theodred, Aragorn. Theodred gives Aragorn a resource. He pays and he readies. The West Road Traveller and both... one of the Dunedain Watchers. The Upper Hall. 3 threat. 4 progress required. Doomed 2. Yep. Good thing the Gladrums greeted us from the Upper Hall. So that's 5 there. Oh dear. That's 5. 1 progress. Oh goodness gracious. Right, we will go to the Upper Hall because that's only 4. Oh dear, we're never going to make it at this rate. Oh, I mean, now we add another card. Oh, it is an enemy, so it does add. Hang on. Theodred was exhausted, and those 2 were exhausted. Goblin Spearman gets +2 to its attack if its attack is undefended. Right. Now, if I attack this with just Aragorn, he can't do the business. I can't have him attack Eowyn. Dunedain Watcher. Add Goblin Swordsman to the staging area. Ugh, goodness. No, this is disastrous. So he's in the staging area. Goblin Spearman has 2 attack. He kills the Dunedain Watcher. Oh dear. I don't think it's going to go well now. Aragorn hits back for 3. Do I hit back with Eowyn? If Eowyn hits back as well, we're ultimately just killing something to add something else. So it's not worth doing. Oh, I should have cancelled Watchful Eyes. Oh, I'm going to regret that. Right. Up to round 6. 30 threat. Gain a card, although we need a bit of the miracle card at the moment. Ancient Matham. Not the worst thing in the world. Oh! Longbeard Orc Slayer, you are going to save the day here. Right. Okay, Longbeard Orc Slayer for 4 does 1 damage to every orc, which will kill the Goblin Spearman and deal a wound to the Goblin Swordsman. Is you gone? Right. Got a bit of a heavier hitter there. Could almost take a hit from that Goblin's Swordsman, which is good news. I'd love to attach the Ancient Matham, but I need the resource for Test of Will. Theodred, Aragorn readies, West Road Traveller, and Dunedain Watcher. Another Goblin Spearman, which removes a progress from the quest. Oh dear, I don't think we're going to get out of here. And another card. Skipped. That's good then. That's 5. Oh dear, again. That's 5. 1 progress. Oh lord. Right. So these 2 both engage. And I'm going to have nothing to hit back with. Unless Eowyn takes a hit here. Right, we'll put the... Oh dear. You know, we'll put... Do you know what? I'm not even sure if... No, Eowyn... Put the Goblin Swordsman on the Longbeard Orc Slayer and we'll put the Goblin Spearman on Eowyn. Let's see how this goes. Goblin Swordsman on Orc Slayer. Excellent. Hall got rid of. Which means he takes 2 wounds, but he's still going. The Spearman on Eowyn. Nope. So that's 1 wound, but she's exhausted, which means she's going to add a card. Aragorn hacks apart the Goblin Swordsman. Threat up by 1. Oh, another card added to the staging area. Oh, Lord, what am I doing? This is a disaster. Oh, good Lord. Oh. Oh, dear. I don't think that was a good idea. Oh, gosh. Not having her able to quest is just such a... weight around my neck. Oh, damnation. West Road Traveller. Right, Ancient Matham on the upper hall. Right, questing Theodred, Aragorn. Give Aragorn the resource he readies. Thing is, if I send Eowyn, I am just asking for trouble. Her contribution of 4 threat is not going to be worth. She's not going to be worth anything that gets added there. So all she's sitting there doing is generating a single resource. Oh, that was such a mistake to put it on her. West Road Traveller and Dunedain Watcher. I mean, that's 5 already. We're only looking at 1 progress. You know what? Sod it. Eowyn's going. Oh, God. Spearman. And then another goblin. So, oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Right, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's going to be 2 progress. We'll discard a card. Discard Ever Vigilant to finish this location. Popping Ancient Matham for 3 cards. Parting Gifts. Hasty Stroke. Hasty Stroke. Oh, gosh. Well, I guess we'll have to go to the Goblin Tunnels, won't we? Oh, Lord. Oh, this is just... I've got 4 attacks. And with a little bit of shenanigans, I can have 3 defenders. And they all do more damage when they're going undefended. Pretty sure this will be the game. So, let's go out with a bang. Oh, sorry, let's go to the Goblin Tunnels. Makes sense where all these blinking goblins are coming from. Right, all the goblins engage. Right, so... Goblin Swordsman on Longbeard Orc Slayer. Goblin Swordsman undefended. Goblin Spearman there. Goblin Spearman undefended. Oh, this is just a disaster. Oh, no, that was my plan. Anyway, only had to lose 1 hero this turn. Oh, this is just delaying the inevitable. Oh, let's just let them through undefended. I just can't see a way around this now. Well, sorry, play like a champ. Spend a resource from Aragorn to play Ever Vigilant, readying the Dunedain Watcher. So the Dunedain Watcher can take a Goblin Spearman. A Goblin Spearman can go on Aragorn, an undefended Goblin Swordsman. Right then, Goblin Swordsman on the Longbeard Orc Slayer. Oh, good God, it's a Goblin Spearman. Adds himself to the staging area. Do you know what? I'm going to pay Eowyn's soon-to-be-dead resource for Hasty Stroke and cancel the shadow text on the card. So Longbeard Orc Slayer is slayed by orcs. I'm sure his family will enjoy the irony. Goblin Swordsman undefended on Eowyn. Nothing there. That's 5 attack. She had 2 hit points. She's dead. The fact that she's dead actually at least means that Watchful Eyes doesn't happen. Hooray. Goblin Spearman on Aragorn. Nope, there's no shadow text there, so that's no wounds. And Goblin Spearman on Dunedain Watcher. No shadow text there, so that's 1 wound. Oh dear. Dear. Right. Thread it by 1. Round marker to 8. Draw a card. Ha! The Longbeard Orc Slayer is back. Gain those. So at the moment we have one ally for every enemy, which means we get to stand here and get chopped to pieces. I have no I have no cards in my... I have a handful of spirit cards, a Longbeard Orc Slayer, and some parting gifts. I don't know. There is no way really to survive this. So let's just try and do what we would do. Aragorn goes on the quest, spends a resource to ready. Watchful Eyes is back. Watchful Eyes on Aragorn. Reveal another card. It's an enemy. So that's another Goblin Swordsman. Right, so that's 5 enemies. Alright, well, you can have one of them. 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 And that one gets through undefended anyway. Oh, dear. Right then. Let this orgy of murder commence. West Road Traveller is dead. Dunedain Watcher is dead. Theodred is only wounded for now. There's not even anything he can spend his cards on at his death. Oh, you know what? Parting gifts. Quick, give your resources to Aragorn. Goblin Spearman on Aragorn. Oh, add him to the stationary. Good God. And Goblin Spearman undefended on Theodred. Oh, skip another troll. Theodred's dead. So, Aragorn's exhausted, so we had another card. Chieftain of the Pit. Wow. Right then. Well, this will be a fun next round. 1 resource. 1 card. Dunedain Quest. Go, Aragorn, go. Right then. Aragorn quests. Spends his resource. Readies. Watchful Eyes. There's no one who Watchful Eyes can go on, so that's gone. Then another card. It's an enemy. It's an Orc Hornblower who has Surge revealed. When revealed, reveal 1 card from the encounter deck and add it to the staging area. So it's Surge. When each player must deal X damage to one ally he controls, X is the number of allies he controls. Doesn't do anything. And then he reveals 1 card from his encounter deck, so another one, a Goblin Scout. Right then, so that's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Aragorn has 3 quests. Loses by 3. That threat goes up to 39. No, they don't all engage. The Hornblower does not engage, but we voluntarily engage him. Right then, so it's Aragorn against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 enemies. Right then. Let's see, who's got the highest threat? The Orc Hornblower. Right, Aragorn will defend against you then. So with your... Oh no, he won't. I mean, with 1 attack, he's not going to defend against you. Aragorn takes 1 wound. Right then, who's got the next highest threat? It's the Goblin Scout. Aragorn's not going to defend against you either. Let's just pluck a random card out of here since it doesn't really matter. No. Aragorn takes 1 more wound, but he's still going. Next highest threat is the Goblin... Oh, it's the Chieftain of the Pit, which Aragorn can't survive. Aragorn defends against the attack. 5 attack. 2 shields. 3 wounds. Aragorn's dead. And the other goblins, I imagine, rip me to pieces. Beaten by the difficulty 3 quest. Deary me, gosh. Well, that's a very difficult quest. For difficulty 3, I mean, I should have mitigated the treachery on Eowyn. That was a foolish choice. But oh well, there we go. We did the hard one. We got beaten on the easy one, apparently. Right, next up, Flight from Moria, the final quest. I'm sure it will go well. Of course.